Hey guys, Martin back with another CarCast. So that must mean it's Thursday. I remembered to record it on the right day, which is always good. A bit muggy today. Close as it is. Peter Kay is running through my mind now and everything else. But yeah, it's almost summer. It's getting warmer. It's good. Still can't figure out whether the sun's going to make the shop busy or quiet. I was chatting with one of the girls that works in Lakeland, the clothes shop, a couple of doors down. She was saying obviously the summer makes them dead because they sell expensive leather jackets and everything, and who wants a big expensive heavy leather jacket in the summer? Whereas I'm not too sure with us, but it's going well. And there's quite a lot happened in the last week. So first and foremost, let's talk about boat action. Let's talk about the D-Day landing table. Oh my god. I saw the photos that you guys probably saw as well. And yeah, it looked great on the photos. Then I saw the actual thing. So Mel turned up, he's a bit delayed in traffic, trying to get through. And when he actually got there, there was loads of people in the shop waiting to see it, and as we were carrying the boards in, like, people were taking photos and everything. It was like flashes going off and like cameras getting snapped here. it was I think Mel used the word surreal for it, and it was a bit surreal. People wanting to meet him, people wanting to see it, and my word, it's amazing. It literally, I'm still speechless about it. Everybody that's seen it has passed comment on it. It's a proper sort of showpiece in the store now, and the time that he's put into it's really paid off. It's a stunning board. It's great, we've got house rules for it already, that if you're playing it as a bolt action table, and you're playing like a decent sized army each side, whoever the defenders are have to deploy first, and also you split your army into two, roll a dice, and whichever side of your army you get is the side that you play with, because it would be heavily unbalanced otherwise. So by no means is this a tournament table. It's a demonstration table to show the demo set, which the demo set comes heavily weighted in favour of the Americans, because the idea is that they're storming a beach. It's just amazing. What it's done is it's given me the lift and inspiration to now make the other boards meet a similar effect. I'm not going to say the same standard, but definitely a similar effect. The Batman board, the bits are built for it, but it just all needs painting, and then the roads need marking out and everything, so I'll get on with that. And the Malifaux board needs to be a big board. The GW, the 40k intro board, that's got Forge World terrain on it. It looks good, but it could look a whole lot better, and it needs to. The problem is it's down to everything. It's time. I don't have any spare time to invest in it. This list that I spoke about last week is just getting bigger and bigger. I am clearing jobs off it, so it's not increasing, but it's not reducing. It's just sort of plateauing, isn't it? It's just. But hopefully next week, it's Thursday today, so hopefully next Monday things change. So there's news in the store. Unfortunately, Paul's leaving us. He's been with me since the start, since the planning stage. He was very much an evangelist throughout the Kickstarter, and he's been, if nothing else, he's been a mental rock for me while we were building the place. He self-admittedly can't use a power tool, so he's useless on that side, but he had his uses elsewhere. And just due to different, you start analysing the business and figuring out what you've got, where you've got it, and what you need. And I didn't need Paul as full-time staff, so it was a difficult decision, but I made it, and it was a business decision, and I had to drop Paul to part-time. He couldn't survive on the hours, dropping him to part-time, so we made arrangements so they kept it going as long as we could. Fortunately, anyway, he's found another job, which plays more money. So that's never a bad thing either, and he's going back into what he used to do. But he's leaving us. His last shift is on Saturday. I think, well, Paul, and I've said it to him, I think it's a good thing for him, because when you start working with your hobby, it's very easy to get hobby burnout and lose interest in the hobby, and I think that had happened with him. Wasn't playing games, wasn't interested in painting terrain up and making tables. He was interested in the store. He always had the good of the store at the front of his mind, but his hobby drive had gone. And I won't mind, mine goes on a frequent basis, but because it's my baby, I can always make it come back, because I've got to. I'm the one who's invested in it. So hopefully with the new job, he'll have more time for actual hobby, and he'll realise that he does love the hobby again. But yeah, so Paul's leaving on Saturday, and we've got Dave starting with us on Monday, or Saturday. I forget what the official start date is, but anyway, he's sort of got his crossover period coming in, where he's still handing his old job over and whatever. Now Dave's coming in as events and campaigns manager, which, or coordinator, whatever. He's not bothered about title, neither am I, but apparently you have to give titles to things. People, and he's literally, he knows computers, I don't. So he's going to be looking after everything to do with that side of things. He'll be sorting the website out as and when that goes live in 2 weeks. He'll be updating that and keeping all the new orders and pre-orders and everything on there, keeping it looking fresh. He'll be organising, pushing and advertising all the events that we run, making sure that they're all ready, making sure that everything down to the tournament packs, to people's tickets, to the fact that the bar needs stocking, all that Dave's going to take care of. Any in-store campaigns that are running on different nights, so whether it be Malifaux, Guild Ball, 40k, whatever it might be, he's going to run the campaigns for them. Which inevitably takes a massive pressure off me, because at the minute I'm trying to organise campaigns, run campaigns, administer campaigns. By campaigns I mean campaigns and events, run the shop, order the stock for the shop. I'm doing more than one person can do. So what he's actually coming in to do takes a huge chunk, probably takes a good quarter to 35% of my work off my shoulders, which will free me up to do other bits. Plus, he's handy with a power tool, I won't lie. So Dave laid the carpets in the place, and helped us build the store anyway, so it seems kind of right that he's coming in. And he's not coming in to replace Paul. It's not a case of, well, Paul's leaving, Dave's starting. Dave was always starting anyway. Paul, as I say, just couldn't manage with the part-time hours, which on that note, that might mean that there's a job vacancy. I might need to take a part-time member of staff on, and it will only be part-time hours, but by all means chuck a message and a CV my way telling me why you think you'd be good for the store, and it might or might not be something to consider. I've not got anybody lined up for a position, then I've not got a position specifically lined up. We'll see what happens with what we've got, but I'm not adverse to it. But yeah, so Dave's going to be helping finish all the build off. Den's Dave, he's going to run the tournament. He needs tournament halls to run them in, so he's got to finish building them. He refuses to watch the CarCast now because it's like his job list. watches these, I talk about what's happening, and he sort of grunts and goes thinking, oh, I've got to do that. But now he has got to do it. So he's going to be doing them, and then once that build's finished, so once the kitchen's in, once the carpets are in upstairs, once the drapes are all up upstairs, once all the plugs are in, once all the tables are cut, then the big jobs, the manual labour jobs, they're done then. There's always going to be bits to do and things to touch up, and at the end of the day, we're hobbyists, we can paint. So touching chipped areas and stuff up, we can do that. But it means then that we can get on with things like the tables and stuff. And I still desperately want to do battle reports. What I don't want to do is just throw a random battle report out and then not do another one for 3 months, then throw another one out and then do another one a month after that. I want to get to some sort of regularity with them. Now, what I have thought about is how we're going to go about doing them. We did the poll for it, and I'm going to stick with that. I like the idea of the format. I need to tinker around with it. I've got a new editing suite, and I've spoken with Tom, who's going to help me do some After Effects and such. But I need to set the first game up. Now, the vote came in and it was 40k, so it's going to be a 40k game. So I've got 40k armies. I need a fully painted army to play against. There are fully painted armies out and about, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it out to you guys. If anybody wants to come up to War Games for the weekend or midweek, or if you're local enough, then just come over for the evening. We'll set a table up, we'll set the cameras up, and you can come have a game against me. It's a friendly game, it's not an uber competitive situation. I'll win, but it's not it's not an uber competitive situation, so come and play a game. And if you want to be the first person featured in a War Games battle report, then shout me, let me know when you can get up and we'll see if we can make it happen. If there's lots and lots of you that want to do it, then I'll randomly pick somebody, or I don't know, I'll figure some way out of doing it. But let's get it done. Let's try and get it done in the next sort of 4 weeks, because I think in 4 weeks time I'll be more chilled and in a situation where I'm ready to do it. 4 weeks this weekend we've got the Troll Trader events, which is huge, and I look at where I'm up to and think, are we going to be ready for it? It's like, yeah, we'll do it, by the skin of our teeth, but we'll do it. And then 4 weeks after that we've got the big ITC events for 40k, which is getting loads of interest. Ticket sales are a bit stagnant on it, I'm not going to lie, and based off other events that we've run and talking to other event organisers, it tends to be a case of people just leave it till the last minute and then either turn up on the day and buy tickets, or they just leave it late to the last few days. I implore anybody that's actually wanting to come to it just to keep me sane. If you're planning on coming to my events for the ITC, it's a grand tournament. If we get 58 players, it becomes a major, and that's what they've confirmed and agreed. They'll make it a major if we hit 58 players. Now, I'd like to see 40-50 players. I'd love to see it sell out at 60, but 40-50 is a nice number, and we're about a third of the way there. But don't just sort of sit back waiting to commit. Get your tickets in. PayPal is the simplest way to do it. Sales at wargames.co.uk. Sales at wargamesuk.co.uk. Just put a note on the PayPal payments that it's for the ITC tournaments, or the 40k tournament, the Northwest Open, whatever you want to say. I'll then email back to confirm receipt and to confirm your ticket, and you'll make me just a little bit calmer about it, because it is daunting. It's the first big event that we've done, and there's so much to offer with it. But anyway, we talked about that before, and I'm probably going to do at some point a video specifically about it when I do the tournament hall showdown. Yeah, because the halls are going to get up and have a gunfight. Showcase. But yeah, get your tickets in for it. And for the Troll Trader one, go over to Troll Trader and buy your tickets for the events with that. That's what's going on there. The tournament halls I've spoke about, the tables are happening. I still need to arrange this terrain day to get in and build some terrain. I need to make it happen. I was going to do it for last weekend, but as with everything, time just slips away from me. I have ideas, I try to plan it out, and then before I know it, 4 weeks is gone, and we're there already. Same with War Games Mania. I still need to put a confirmed date to that. I actually think I'm going to do that in August now, because August from a calendar point of view isn't a shocker. So just take a drink, sorry. War Games, sponsored by Cherry Tango. Oh, it's red and black as well. Red, black and white. Corporate drink. Anyway, yeah, so there is still loads going on. The store's still doing fantastically well, and I can't complain where things are going with it. Pokemon's growing and growing and growing by the week. I am in the process of having a deck built for me. I'm not building my own deck because I don't know how to. Somebody's building a deck for me, and then I'll just obviously get the cards relevant for it, and I'm going to learn it, because you know what, I might like it. There is always the case that I might like it, but more than anything, if there's a big player base in the store for it, then I should support it as well. Not just as a store, but as the store owner, I should show interest. If I really can't tolerate the game after I started playing it, then at least I know how to, and I can offer anybody that comes in, I can offer them a game if they can't get one. So, big lorry turner. So yeah, I'm learning Pokemon, and then there's other games I need to learn. Infinity. I really want to learn Infinity, to be fair. I want to learn how to play it. It looks great. The new Human Sphere N3 or whatever it is, or I forget the exact title for it, but the new Human Sphere book just dropped in yesterday, and you get a limited edition miniature free with it. Or at least I'm giving a limited edition miniature free with it. I don't know whether that's the way I'm meant to do it, but it's 50 quid, so we do it for 44.95. It's a big book, and so if anyone wants one, I've only got 3. So if anyone wants one, give us a shout, and you get the mini with it. And if somebody wants to come along who plays Infinity and understands it well enough, if somebody wants to come down to the store and actually properly run me through a game of it, then let me know before you turn up so that I can make sure I've got cover, and I'll sit down and learn it, because I want to learn it. And if I just read a rule book, it's no good. I need to be shown how to play the game, so just do it. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week. I think there's much more to go on at. I want to do the Batman table, I want to do the Malifaux table. I'm not going to commit to them in the next week, but I'm going to commit to trying to make a start on them. And let me know who wants to come and play me. Challenge Martin. They do Challenge Matt, don't they, on Mini Wargaming? So Challenge Martin, or oh no, it's Beat Matt. So this one's Challenge Martin. If somebody wants to make the journey, then I'll make sure. Obviously, I stay late anyway, but make sure I'm there. We'll get some tea in, and we'll just play a game. Record it all on video, and then we'll sit and do the commentary afterwards. You are going to need, by the way, if you're going to play this game with me, you're going to need to give me the best part of at least half a day, because if it's 2 to 2.5 hours to play a game, including setup, then when I render it into the computer, I need you to sit and talk through it as a commentary with me. So you've got to, it won't be a full 2 hours that we're sat back over, because it'll be sped up, but we need to be able to sit back and talk over it. So you're going to need to be able to give me a good 5 hours of your time, I would have thought. But you'll be the very first person to A, challenge Martin, and B, sit on a back with me. So let me know. At that point, we're coming up to 20 minutes, I think. There are we? 19. Yes, coming up to 20 minutes. It's long enough. And I'll catch you next week, guys. So see you later.